Welcome to RangerRob Country Living. Good morning, everyone. This is RangerRob, and welcome to the RangerRob Country Living channel and homestead. And no, it's not a sparkling day here in Central Oregon. That's for sure. Oh my gosh, I still got tomatoes. They just won't give up. I have shut down pretty much all of our systems. So this weekend, tomorrow, which is Saturday, you probably wonder how we keep our grass so green, or especially in high desert, is because we've got a watering system. And it's a 16-channel watering system that rotates throughout the property. Well, this normally my grass would be starting to turn brown and showing signs even with the watering system, but not this year. But we have shut it down. And so tomorrow, a guy named Jamie, who does our watering system, will come in with a big compressor type system and blow out all the different channels. And you'd be amazed how much water is sitting in the pipes. But basically that'll help when it starts to do hard freezing here to help keep from damaging my my watering system. So when we're ready to fire back up in the spring, everything works well. So yeah, we're pretty happy about that. Get that done. I'm done growing stuff because I've got so many gardens to clean up, it's not even funny. Also tomorrow we have our new pig coming. It's a piglet coming from Steve Sparks over in Burns, Oregon. That piglet came from the east. I keep saying East Coast, but I don't think it's that far. So it's not related to my pigs whatsoever, which kind of gives me a different kind of a generation of pigs in my herd. So that will give me 3 sows, well, 1 gilt actually. She'll be a gilt until she has babies. So that will be 3 breeder females I have for next year. Zelda, one of our pigs, will go in with Sparky next month in December, so we could have our early April babies and then go from there and stagger them out. So in the meantime, we're ordered a lot of premier fencing to start kind of designing our paddocks to be a little more organized and help us keep control of our pigs a little more. At the same time, our fields in the back are now starting to grow. So I'm starting to get greenery back there, even though it's winter. And that's a good thing because we got the new watering system, because that's the secret to Central Oregon is water. So yeah, so we got that happening. And we will be probably checking Debbie and John's homestead, because they're actually building up a really new, well-designed paddock system for their pigs, and it'll be kind of interesting to see how their project's coming along. And yeah, so I gotta get some piggies fed, but I gotta get the tractor and move some food to the back. All right, guys, I got a tractor, brought food out, filled up their measured amounts here. Got 2 watermelons I got out of the other garden. We're just not gonna get around to eating them. So I'm gonna give the 2 watermelons to the girls in the back, because Sparky always kind of get all the good stuff. So anyway, piglets, I'm not giving them the watermelon. And then later on today, I'm gonna be adding another tripod sprinkler system to the back to so I'm having trouble covering that whole field. So yeah, busy day. It's a Friday, and it'll be nice to have the weekend with Sherry, even though we got stuff going on tomorrow. But in the meantime, Sparky's over here saying, come on, get over here and feed me. So let me get over here. Hey Spark, how's it going? Yeah, he's definitely ready for food. So let me get him taken care of and the rest of the piggies, and we'll catch up with you in a minute. Well, as promised, I did get the watermelons over to the girls here, but they're gonna eat their regular food first before they play with the watermelons. And the rest of the pigs are all fed. All I'm doing now is just filling up their watering bins here. And one of the things I did want to talk about is, I know this is a sensitive subject, is I went to the community meeting last night on Jefferson County, developing the 143 acres over by the firehouse. And so what I understand is in the past that property was zoned as agriculture, and some of the things that could happen if they developed it as that may not be any interest, because around that 143 acres is lots of normal homes that are 4 or 5 acre places, and being right next to a cattle or a processing plant or something doesn't really fit too well, and could put a lot of stress on our water system. Now, I agree, nobody likes change. Nobody. If things would never change here, I'd be perfectly happy. Except maybe controlling our traffic better. But anyway, so the guy that's owned it for years and years has quite a history with Cricket River Ranch, donated some of that property to the fire department, so he's had a lot of goodwill. At least his siblings did, or actually other family members, but the new family member wants to sell the part, but he's got to get it rezoned. So my only part of it is I understand that they're going to develop that acreage, and that's, you know, and business is business, and preferably be nice if they stayed with the typical setup around here. I think the average is 4.4 acres per house when you take the average. But anyway, that part's not so bad. I mean, it's gonna happen eventually. And once again, I mean, if you live closer to it, obviously people like the privacy. But I would prefer to see the 5 to 10 acre size of thing. But they're trying to not only want to sell it and develop it as a residential, they want to try to get it zoned as urban, and we're rural. And so that's where I kind of like, I know that they need to make money, but what would happen with that is that they could get down to 2 acre parcels, and obviously there'd be more homes and stuff. So the real controversy is, are we rural or are we urban? And I'd have to say we're more rural, and I get the words mixed up. Anyway, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, for example, when I lived in Washington, I used to go to Squim all the time and go fishing and stuff. I remember back in the days when they were going to put a bypass in there, and the city of Squim had a fit. Well, it's been years since the bypass is put in, and it's turned out really well. Just like Bend got a bypass, which actually doesn't bypass, it actually goes right through, but a bypass to take the main traffic out of downtown. And also they put a bypass in Terrebonne, and which really goes around the city, and that's turned out okay. And really, if you were here in the days, and I was, when the main traffic at 97 out here, it was wall-to-wall 18-wheelers going through downtown Redmond. It was horrid. And after all the controversy and people, like, you know, worried about their businesses and stuff, it's all hammered out. So it's kind of not normal now, so nobody thinks of it. But during the process, there's, you know, everybody has an opinion, and I truly understand folks that live next to all that new development and all that stuff. And you know, there's traffic issues, and they're worried about water issues and things, but it is what it is, and they probably won't be able to stop it. But it would be nice if the Jefferson County would stick to the rural zoning. Yes, there's probably less money for the guy that's selling the property, but you know, that's how this whole area has been. So I know it's a little bit of local history for those outside of this area watching our show, but change is always going to happen. Some of it you can fight, some of it we can't. And compromise is probably the word that all of us have to have. And you know that word compromise is not an easy word to use anymore. A lot of people just say talk to the hand. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I'm glad I went to the meeting. A couple of people got to air their concerns. Don't know really if it was going to affect the panel that's going to make that decision, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, I've got to finish up these piggies and get their waters done and go on with the rest of the day. What are you doing, baby?
You're such a good boy, aren't you? No, you're not gonna hit my camera.
I can't help but laugh at, well, not laugh at, but so Sparky's our boar, and he's a big boy, and but sometimes I can't help but think he looks like an Ewok sometimes. And yesterday we gave him a whole bunch of goodies. Got a little pumpkin left to eat. I think he's got one butternut squash. I don't think he's as fond of it. I got an acorn squash in here for him, but if he gets bored or hungry a little bit, he'll probably munch it down. Anything to keep him busy. I know he's alone in this paddock, and I've been trying to add Fireball over there, but I haven't been successful yet. But next month in December, well, it's still October, but almost November, Zelda is going to come in here, and they're going to be paired up for a month or so, and let her get bred, which will give me some April babies, and he won't be lonely then. But by then we'll have the other paddocks all set up for multiple piglets. I do want to remind you that we do have 4 piglets left. One's a breeder quality for sure. Second one's pretty good for breeder quality. 2 of them for sure are definitely feeders. And I kind of thought I'd wait till after this weekend before I get them scheduled to be set up for a processor. They'll be USDA, so we'll be able to sell individuals pork chops and bacon and sausage and things like that from here through our company. But anyway, but yeah, if you ever thought about having a pig, we also raise them for you here if you want to. Different formula. Yeah, let us know if you're just looking for a good breed quality female gilt. We got one that's oh my gosh, over the top. She's a beauty. She's all what they consider a ginger color. Then we have another one that's all ginger but a little bit smaller, but has really good marks and good quality. So yeah, anyway guys, that's all I have for today. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I know my videos get too long, I apologize, but tomorrow hopefully we'll be able to show you the delivery of the new pig and meet Steve Sparks from Burns. He is a registered Idaho pasture pig raised farm too, so yeah, it'll be really nice to have him by. He was on our podcast just the other day. So yeah, anyway guys, please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. We'd appreciate it. And I got a few projects I need to work on here. Doing a little extra watering in some of the areas here. And yeah, so we'll talk to you next time, guys. So have a great day. Thanks for watching. Leave comments below. We'd appreciate it. So talk to you later. Bye now.
Our videos are made possible by RangerRob Poopy Bags, available at Amazon right now. Thank you very much for watching our video. Please take the time to like, subscribe, and share our videos all over the whole wide world. Thanks.